Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. I'm Cedric here in Antwerp and I'm coming to you today with another winter beer. Now we have talked about this brewery before. This is a beer from Oud Beersel. We talked about them during the Tour de Geus series when we were tasting the Oude Geus. So I'm not gonna tell you anything about this brewery anymore. Except that it is a Geuse brewery specialized in Lambic, and they do a lot of things with that Lambic. They infuse a lot of Lambics, for example with green walnut, with juniper berries, anything you like, they have it. There's a whole list. But today I have their Winterlambiek, and it says here Winterlambiek sparkling infused. It has a twig of a pine tree on it. Why? Because this is pine bud infused, so not the pine cone but the pine bud before it becomes a cone. Now I do have some glasses here. This is the new tasting glass, the nice ornamental festive glass. These are the older ones. I picked up a whole case of these in the thrift store because I'm a sucker for Oud Beersel and the likes. But today I am going to use the festive one, of course. Let's see, what do we have here? Ingredients: water, malted barley, wheat, hop, herbs, sugar and yeast. I don't know which herbs and spices, I only know about the pine buds. Okay, so this is a 7.2% ABV Lambic with some added carbon dioxide, a lovely branded muselet here, or as we say in Flemish, a muilbandje. Ooh, well that's nice. It has this very lovely sweet and sour foresty smell. Reminds me of sweet and sour candy, like the Dracula teeth, but also of a wintry forest walk, so this is right up my alley. I also love how they brand their bottles. Quite simple, never too much. Well, that's nice. And because this is a champagne bottle, the yeast, the residue, stays in the moat down there. Now I am gonna cap this bottle off because I don't want to ruin this lovely Lambic by making it all flat and stale. Look at how beautiful, how lovely and clear that is. And if you look at these bubbles, I hope you can see it in the video, it's not necessarily a vortex, but it's many breweries laser etch or etch a letter or a circle in the bottom of their glass, and here that's not the case, but nonetheless on the sides of the bottom we have a lot of activity, a lot of CO2 that's rising, and it actually makes the shape of a wormhole actually. So this is a nice clear straw golden yellow beer, as a Lambic should be, with some nice white, off-white foam, quite dense foam, and I feel like it's gonna dissipate quickly, but the only reason that there's still a half a centimeter or a quarter inch of foam is because of that wormhole of carbon dioxide bubbling up. Also, these are 18 centiliter tasting glasses, so they are actually made to share a 37.5 centiliter bottle or a 75 centiliter bottle. So I get 4 glasses out of one of these, which is gonna make up for a good night. Slightly more sour in the nose now that I got a greater surface area. A bit less sweet, but a bit more tangent, a bit more astringent, quite citrusy actually. Still a bit sweet, and the pine cones really peek through now. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So let's have a sip. Oh wow. It tastes a bit more sour than it smells, for starters, and it's really this sour edge, like it's not vinegar, it's more like citric acid. So very lemony, very limey. But the good thing is that citrusy acidity actually accentuates the resin from the pine buds. So absolutely lovely. Yeah. This is nothing like an old Lambic or a Gueuze. This is more like, yeah, a young or a medium-aged Lambic with a lot of resiny notes and that piney freshness, really boosted by some citrusy flavors, by some citric acid, by some lemony, yeah, background. And actually in the aftertaste, that whole palate peeks through again. So it's a very balanced, well-rounded beer, because even in the aftertaste I get the combination of the acidity and the resin and the freshness. So okay, I'm actually very glad that I picked this up. It wasn't the cheapest bottle, I think it was about 15 bucks. But yeah, well worth it. If a beer is of this quality, I love paying between 12 and 15 bucks for a bottle. Normally I like it to cost a bit less. For example, a 57 or 75 centiliter bottle of the Brew that we tasted yesterday is about 8 euros. So about 10 euros a liter. This would be about 18 a liter. Nonetheless, awesome beer. So Patrick, I'm sorry, this is not Cantillon. I checked my stock. I have about 180 beers in stock. Actually 220 if I count my Spanish stock. But Cantillon is not on the list, so I will try to get my hands on some bottles, and then I will gladly look into the history of Cantillon, just like I want to see every other Gueuze brewery. Cheers you guys, as usual. Appreciate you guys watching me. I've seen that there's about 12 more subscribers in the last 2 weeks, so thank you guys for that as well. And as usual, if you have any remarks, questions, any hints or tips, leave them down in the comments. I will get back to you. If you have any experience with this brewery or this beer, or yeah, try to sell me on any other goose or beer, let me know. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll get a notification when I upload something, which will be tomorrow. And if you thought this was a festive beer, tomorrow will be double that, because we are gonna taste something really special and limited edition again. So cheers, you guys.